Welcome to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And we have got a doozy for you today. It is my favorite looking, coolest package Bronco they make, the Bronco Everglades. And what does that give you? It gives you, first of all, this one gives you the beautiful, come check. Oh, I don't want to mess the paint up. Eruption green. You can't tell behind all this watery mud stuff.
That's the eruption part.
It's explosive. Really, it's just metallic is all it is. But you do get some cool stuff. So with the Everglades package, it's all about mud. It's not about rock crawling anymore. There's no Baja mode in this, and there's no rock crawl mode in this. This gives you the things you want for mud and swampy stuff. This is a swampy stuff truck is what it is. Front and rear lockers, increased breathers for all the axles. So all that's up high. This has the highest fording depth of any of the Broncos at just over 3 feet. It's like 36.2 inches. It's insane. It's higher than the Raptor even. This is your water truck. You also get, as standard, and this is an option on other Broncos, with the modular bumper, the worn winch. It's a Xeon with a 100-foot synthetic line, huge turnbuckle on the end, and so far a faded out logo, which is really pathetic, but that is the case. 10,000 pounds, good for that. So pretty solid gig. You also get blacked out Bronco lettering, which some people care about that, I don't really. And you get the good headlights as standard. Now, the other thing you get is the snorkel. No other trim will have this at all. And it's currently configured as a ram air setup, which is probably just grabbing water in the rain and making the day worse for the Bronco. But you can flip these around, come see the back. It's 3 Allen keys, and you can flip the plate around, and it's designed for if you're doing desert dusty stuff, if you're doing rainy, watery stuff. Look, you can't go, this doesn't mean you can go this high in the water. You really can't. There's a lot of electronics in here that'll just die. But you can go about here.
That's pretty high up.
That's pretty dang high up.
Look, anything past the floor is high.
Absolutely, and most Broncos are about the floor door sill. And again, there's drain plugs in the floor. You really don't want to, but if you're in a jam, it can be done. Everglades package, you get this sticker. This is like
a map.
Well, it's a map, and it comes with a bug that's green too. And look, this is really like a $10,000 sticker. I think it's worth it. Wheels wise, take a look. Soak it up.
Look good.
Find me a better looking off-road wheel. OEM. You're not going to find one. Doesn't exist. They're not beadlock because they don't need to be, because you don't air them that much in the mud anyways. You get the same Goodyear maximum traction Wranglers. These are 315/70/17s, so 35-inch tall. This is what comes on the standard Sasquatch. And this has the Sasquatch shocks and dampers and all that kind of stuff, just not the disconnecting sway bar on the front. This wheel is awesome. I absolutely love it. Aesthetically, it's great. Something else you'll get that is Everglades specific. Look at this fender. You see what's different there? Flat top, like an old Jeep. So most of them have a continuous arch radius going over. This has a flat top that is specific to the Everglades. So it's the wheel arch and the fender itself are completely bespoke. So don't think you can rip this off and go to a junkyard and get another one. It won't match.
Is this another sticker?
No, that's organic. So this is straight out of the Whole Foods parking lot. You can get this and just apply it. It's like an Adobe avocado paste. You just stick it on there. You also get a rock rail down here as standard, and that's meant for
mud scoop.
Well, mud scoop. Ford really intends that not for rocks, but more for logs that you might be going over and the swampy stuff. Also, roof rack. That's part of what makes the thing look so cool. And I want to make a point real quick. This is hardtop only, and with the roof rack, this is the closest you can get to a expedition ready to roll vehicle in terms of trim, and it's still not enough. It sounds like a window is cracked at all times. I can feel air behind my head, and my son can feel air behind his ear when he's sitting back here. A little point to Ford and a little request. Just give us a metal top, non-removable Bronco. Because if you can't
fixed roof,
just a fixed roof, doors can still come off. That's cool. Think of like old Defenders. That'd be super awesome, and it would solve the NVH problem. Incredible.
Also, Brian, this roof rack, how do you get these panels off now?
Yeah, so look, you can take the front ones off. I've done this on a previous Bronco review. I didn't bother with this one because it's raining. So these pop off. They can go in the back. It's pretty cool. It is hard to get it out, but you can do it with the rails on. The back one you cannot get off with the roof rack on. So you take the roof rack off, then this, then the clamshell.
So maybe like a fixed roof would solve that, like you're saying.
Fixed roof would solve that. Maybe with just a sunroof in the front. I don't know, or a solid glass panel, whatever you want to do. Important things, Craig. Fuel door check.
Yes.
You darn right, easy fuel. Look at that. God, they got it figured out. Ford is just, bravo. More flat fender in the back, and out rear you've got a 5-link suspension. We've gone through this before. We're not doing technical here. Nothing's really changed there. Coming out to the rear, You have a spare tire with these same cool looking wheels. So when people are behind you at Whole Foods, they know you got the good one. You know what this is, Craig? My wife has been overly curious about this. I told her to calm down. It's just a backup camera. It protrudes out far enough. And it's funny, when the camera's on, you can see the little bitty nipples of the tire poking out right there. So they have calibrated it perfectly.
So this protrudes out and you can see the nipples of the tire.
Oh boy, a lot of editing after that. Okay, so moral of the story is, let's check out the interior with Craig.
You said nipples and... Alrighty, let's see what's in the Everglades Bronco. Honestly, there's not a whole lot different with the Everglades edition versus the other Broncos we've already reviewed, but you get the hardtop roof, nice swing open door. There's no...
Yeah, it goes all the way.
Goes all the way. No accessories here, but it does have an accessory on this model that I do really like.
Wait, well, hold on. It's accessory ready.
Oh, it's accessory ready. Yeah.
Okay.
But Ryan, look right here. Look right here. See, there's a guy right here sitting on the back with a hydro flask and a campfire.
Oh, okay. But that's an old Bronco.
I know, but look, see these? You pull right here. Look at that, and now I can get my kombucha in the Whole Foods parking lot and maybe start a little responsible fire right there.
Of course.
And carbon-friendly fire.
Also, this looks like an old Bronco tailgate. Look at that print.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Other than that, it's just your normal Ford Bronco stuff. Let's move to the second row.
Deal. Okay, this one's been applied with the organic coating, which means you've got to kind of watch your hands so you don't get dirty.
Yes, very dirty getting in, Brian. And then when you go to get in, there's no step, but it's okay. You just put right here, you see the little floorboard, and then see this handle.
Okay.
Actually, Ford thought it through, so then you can get in, and look, no mud on my pants or my
I've been doing that wrong all week.
Yes, you get the mole strap down here. Be clear, not a step there.
Is this an airplane?
No step.
Okay.
But you get all your basic, all your chargers, USB-C, A. You can plug in your laptop, and you can roll your windows down.
Okay.
Question for you. Why are these in the center?
Oh, because the doors come off.
Okay, I still don't understand why they're in the center.
I know, because when they're off, you can't use them. I don't know.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. All right, but this material...
Real answer, it's cheaper to put it there.
Yeah.
I
love this is actually my favorite material for interior in a Bronco. You can get cloth, you can get quote unquote leather in certain trims.
Right.
This is the kind of, let's just be honest, rugged vinyl.
Marine grade vinyl, Craig.
That's what they call it, and I like it because in all seriousness, if you are going to mud with this, you're going to take the doors off, you're going to open the roof, you can just wipe this off. It doesn't matter. You're not going to stain in this, and it's great. Plenty of headroom for myself, but Brian, let's see what happens with you.
Let me do the method here.
Yep, very good. Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
All right, we're in.
Okay. Not?
Yeah.
I mean, not bad.
Well, I got a hat on, so it looks taller. That's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's good.
there's full-size trucks that don't do that, Brian. That's the problem.
The headrest up? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So
I'm impressed. Yeah, good job, Bronco.
In all seriousness, you sit back here and we've got decent legroom. Look at that. We got good legroom.
This seat's all the way back and reclined, so I'm barely touching, but realistically, I would bump it forward an inch. That'd be great. Here's all your panels that make the noise. Like, here's your clips to take the tops off the front. And
that's where all the wind comes in.
Yeah, the wind comes in here, it comes in here, and look, credit to Jeep, the Freedom tops are quiet. So, figure it out, Ford.
Little goodie right there. Show them right there on the, it's probably Johnson Valley, I'm not sure.
Oh, this right here?
Or maybe it's Everglades, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, to the front. All right, getting in, we'll do the same method. We got a handle here, we put a step there. No problem, don't need any step rails. I don't have any mud on me. It's simple, it's not complicated. But Brian, before you get in, look over there in your door pocket.
Look at that
You can put kombucha bottles in there and who knows whatever else. Sunglasses, all kinds of cool things. Wallets. I mean, it's really good. So, but let's get in here. Let's show the people what we got going on. Let's just start this bad boy up. Not again. You get the standard gauge package. All Broncos basically have the same gauge package. There's really nothing different except the Bronco Raptor.
Exactly.
So other than that, they kind of are all the same. We do get the big display.
Show them reverse real quick. Here. Look how good that camera is.
Yes,
this is like HD.
Yes, it's so many cameras come on in off-road vehicles, and you just can't see anything. Oh, let's get that off because I don't want to see that. So, but anyways, let's go to the drive modes. Here's all your modes. You get 4 auto, 4 low, 4 high, crawl control or trail control, and then of course your GOAT modes.
Oh, something else you get with the Everglades package is the advanced transfer case, which has 4 auto. That's what this is.
Correct. So, all right, let's show them the modes. Let's just say okay to the passenger door jar. We know it. It's not a jar. It's a door.
Whatever.
Okay.
Engineers.
We got normal. We've got, and it's really weird because you click it and it goes a different way. Anyways, eco, don't care. Sport, not the car for that. But you see 4x4 shifting products. One of the things I do love about Ford is anytime you shift the modes, it just puts kind of all the settings where they need to be.
It puts it in the right spot. But you can still, in most modes, say like you can go to sport. Maybe you want to do a little slidey slide. You can put it in sport, and then it goes to 4 auto. You can go, never mind, I want it too high. You can override it.
Right, good point. It puts you in the suggested mode, but you can change it still from there. So we're in slippery, and then we can go to mud ruts, and then we can go to sand, and then we can go to rock crawl. As Brian said earlier, no Baja mode, but you don't need a Baja mode in this. That's not what it's for. Last but not least, we've got traction control off. That's a very important button. We've got trail turn assist, which is actually kind of fun. And then we've got rear locker, front locker, a button right there. Put them on.
Explain to people what this is. Not everyone understands what trail turn is.
For trail turn assist, what it actually does is it locks the inside wheel. If you're turning right, it'll lock the back right wheel and help you kind of drag the wheel, almost kind of like a tank a little bit. And if you're turning left, it does the same thing, kind of drags. It'll drag the inside left wheel. So same deal both ways. Last but not least, where we get on the road, Brian, look, we got auxiliary switches. That's like missile 1, missile 2, missile 3. We're good to go. I mean, that's what you need in an off-road vehicle, especially in a mudder. But Brian, let's get it on the road and see what this 2.3 can do, because I don't know, we've had a 2.3 yet. All right, Brian, we're in the Ford Bronco Everglades with the 2.3 four-banger ripper.
That's right.
Let's see what this baby can do.
Well, hold on, I got modes here.
Eco?
Sport.
4 auto, that should work.
Traction off.
I like it.
It won't spin, but let's load the torque.
Hit it.
$3,000 RPM launch. There she goes. 24, 31,
lots of noise.
40, lots of wind noise too. 50, 60.
In 8.71 with both of us in it. Without me in it, we got a whopping
8.21.
8.21. Okay.
Yeah, look, I don't want to talk about it. So,
well, no, let's talk about that because we haven't really tested 2.3 properly like this.
Right, that's
we had one, but it was real quick from the dealer. We've lived with this 2.3 now because there's good and bad about it. Let's start with the bad. It's not the fastest. The V6 is definitely faster.
100%. Yeah.
It's not necessarily better on fuel mileage.
No, it's not. No.
In fact, I drove it into a headwind and it struggled getting over 80. First vehicle in a long time that's done that. All that aside, though, there's some charm to it, and what is that?
So on my more mixed urban driving, I got about 16 miles a gallon, which I think is completely respectable.
Yeah, for 35s.
For a bread box with 35, it's like, I'll take it. That's fine. The four-banger's personality, I want to park on that real quick. Because we've recently had the Bronco Raptor. We've had the 2.7 Turbo last year.
Yes.
2.7 Turbo is the fastest one because it had the Outer Banks regular tires, and it had the 2.7. It was a ripper. Certified ripper, ton of fun. The Raptor had 37s, and like that's kind of cumbersome on the road. Yeah. This is just slow. There's no way around it. But the turbo noises are really profound. You hear them all the time, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing something. You're not going anywhere, but it sounds cool. And I think the four-popper nature of a utility vehicle makes more sense to me than a refined like sewing machine V6 that the Nano V6 sounds like.
This makes me want to off-road it more and crawl it and hear it and play with it. This makes me want to get a manual with a tune.
That's where I was going. So the biggest problem with the Everglades is you have to get the auto.
Yeah.
Now, the auto, we've had a lot of conversation about this in years past. I mean, a bunch, every time I drive one. This is one of the first, well, the Raptor was probably good too, Raptor Bronco. This is one of the first 10 speeds. In fact, in 23, all the 410 speeds just work. The hiccup down low is gone.
Yeah, they've kind of fixed it,
And I can tell you how they fixed it in this one. This thing's second gear starts all the time.
That's okay, you get 10 gears to play with.
You get 10 gears to play with, that's okay, it works. And when you need it to be a grading low, it does that.
Right.
67.9 to 1 or something like that. I mean, it's a great crawl ratio. It's no problem there. So, good job 10 speed is finally not annoying.
Right.
I like that a lot. Now, on to highway dynamics. You hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, right here. It's right here. I've literally, with the Bronco Raptor, taped the joints at the outside, and it gets quiet all of a sudden. Yeah. So it's like, this section is really well designed. It's like cast well, and it's like, this part makes sense. Everywhere it connects, which is double the amount that it connects on the Wrangler, doesn't work.
Yeah. And look, we're not telling anybody anything new there. That's been well documented.
Yeah.
The roofs are a problem, and it's a problem in this one still.
It makes it almost unownable for a one-car situation.
I do want to mention some more Everglades stuff, though. I love this package. I love the seating. I love the kind of trim you get in the interior here. I love the big screen. It's kind of the perfect blend of everything you want.
Makes a lot of sense.
I also love the green accent on this grab handle here and grab handle here.
And here,
I
yeah.
wish there were more green accents throughout. Like I feel like the vents should have a little green accent, and
Yeah, I
maybe
think so, yeah.
some more others. But that's okay. That's just a quibble. I like this package.
I do too. In fact, I want to end on that basically. I feel like this, as a trim of Bronco, makes the most sense to me. It's still the slower one. Probably the slowest Bronco you can get is actually this one. But man, it's just the package makes sense. The winch looks super cool. The wheels look incredible. They look like the 1552 cast alloy thing. The snorkel makes sense on this. And like, it just is a fun thing to run around in. Kids like it, and it feels like a big side-by-side.
It's got all the cool things you want to mod to your truck anyways when you get it. You just don't have to do it. You've already got it with a factory warranty.
Exactly. Now, one last thing, speaking of warranty, can you comment on that, please? This is our second time with this Bronco.
Yes, we've used a warranty on this because, Brian, this has auto start stop. I noticed you have it off here.
I do.
Because
for good reason.
Something happened to us. We had this a few weeks ago.
We did. I was over a month ago.
We didn't film it then because I was driving home one day and the auto start stop went off and then it struggled to start back up. So, interesting. So I turned it off, parked it, went back to go grab it the next day. Didn't start. It just would not engage.
Yep.
It would just kind of grind and not engage. I don't know if that has to do with anything with the auto start. Don't know, but I know people complain about that for that reason.
Right.
We actually had to have Ford rescue the vehicle, tow it to a dealer, and get it fixed. It's been fixed under warranty. It's back in business, of course. But that's a thing, and I had to use an old vehicle that has lots of miles that did work.
Well, and that's that. Anyway, look, we get questions about reliability all the time.
Yeah.
We virtually don't comment on it because we get brand new stuff.
Right.
This one has just shy of 14,000 miles on it.
It's a press car. There was ridden hard.
Ridden hard, and it did break. But in fairness to Ford, we had to use the same system if you were an owner to get it fixed. It was roadside assistance and the warranty. Ford didn't get any favors. In fact, it went to the nearest dealer, not the preferred dealer for Ford, for the press fleet. And it worked. Everything was solved. Everything was good.
If you owned it, you would have been taken care of.
It's fine. But just we got to comment on it. So all that being said, auto start stop is annoying, and this thing is awesome.
And they make hacks for that, so that's that.
Absolutely.
With that, Brian, I think that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for watching.
No, there's more.
There's more.
Hill test. Next video. We're going to film that next video. Get ready.